You know, as the oversight body responsible for the appointment, promotion, and discipline of officers and men, except the Inspector General, the Police Service Commission, PSC, on Thursday announced the suspension of 2 officers working directly under the embattled Deputy Commissioner of Police, Abba Kyari. The 2 officers are Assistant Superintendent James Bauer and Assistant Commissioner James, there are 2 of them. And they are alleged to be involved in the current cocaine seizure and transfer to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA. Meanwhile, the NDLEA has said it is ready to prosecute Abba Kyari and all those involved in the 25-kilogram cocaine deal. According to Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Jide, anything that will go wrong will go wrong.
Yes, if it's meant to go wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's Murphy's Law.
If it is contrived to go wrong, then it will go wrong. It's unfortunate that we have this scandal, you know, happening at this time. Somebody that we respected so much, from, is put us to shame in this manner. And it's not...
Did anybody see it coming? No.
No. At least not this one. Maybe we expected this indictment over the hush puppy.
That's
affair.
it, yeah.
And I expected this indictment because I want to believe that the Americans have done a good job. These people don't simply arraign you in court.
For nothing.
They will have done due diligence so that by the time they take you before the court, you know that the die is cast.
People on the defense.
You know that you have no reason to waste the time of the court. That's what happened to James Ibori. And James Ibori didn't waste the time of the court. So he got a little bit lenient sentencing because they will have done their work thoroughly. The people who worked with James Ibori on that scandal, they all went to jail. His wife, his lawyer, you know, they went to jail. Even his girlfriend went to jail. So in this case, I want to believe that the Americans have done a good job. So I was just hoping, okay, what will happen? And then we kept delaying, as is consistent with us in the country.
Yeah.
There are some people who say, no, don't do this, don't. This guy has been so good over the years. Let's not disgrace him. Let's find a way to deal with this situation. And then we were wasting time. With the police did not quite come up with the kind of report of his investigation that the Police Service Commission was happy about. Because at the end of the day, if you rig the investigation, it is Nigeria that has been shamed. It's everyone, the shame will be shared. Yeah. That is why what some people do not realize, it is to everyone's shame that a man that some of us tipped for even Inspector General of Police's job in future could end up in this way. Yeah. So now all of the people who have been working with him, this comrade at arms, they need to be investigated.
Yeah. Because
who knows other scandals that they have been involved in? Who knows the atrocities that they have been involved with in that are not even public knowledge yet? So they've got to investigate them, put them in custody, extract maybe some confessional statement from them, and then we can hopefully face prosecution. The police must know that, yes, one of his stars, the only policeman alive who has won the Inspector General's prize 2 times, is already now has put this force to shame.
Yeah.
But it has to move beyond him, because it does not personify the police. It does not personify the police. The longer this gets, I know that the Police Service Commission set a time limit that, look, within 2 weeks, decide this matter.
Yeah.
Set up a new team to investigate this. This is not a time to try to cover up anything. Because when we see videos, we know that this is empirical evidence.
That's it.
Yes.
That's it.
So do your findings. Let us move on from this matter.
But it tells me one thing: if the police means to do a job, they will do it.
Yes, but this vacillation over this matter suggests to people that they are not prepared to do a decent job, and that is why some Nigerians have come up with this conspiracy theory that they just want to this whole thing is meant to ensure that it does not get extradited to America. By our conduct, we must let our people, we must cause our people to trust our actions. If our people don't trust our actions, all this kind of nasty theories will keep flying all over the place, because it makes no sense to say that they are trying to stop his extradition. No.
All right, we'd love to go on, but let's go on this commercial break. When we come back, BC will lend the weight of our voice to this. All right, welcome back, BC. But the saga of Abba Kyari is telling you that bad things also happen to good people.
Well, I don't know if bad things happen to good people.
You don't know whether this is a good person.
Exactly, because I don't know whether this is a good person. I can't say for sure that it's a good person, because I do not see. Remember that he's on suspension.
Yeah.
When this happened. So if Abba Kyari is really a sensitive person, I don't think this is even the time that he should have been caught with anything like this. So that it happened at a time like this shows that whatever he could have been doing, like my people will say, has entered into his blood. As probably, let me use the word probably, entered into his blood, such that he couldn't control himself. Otherwise, this is not the time, because he should be more concerned about the hush puppy case and how to get out of that. So for this to happen, and for the kind of evidence that we saw against him, shows that our super cop may have some hidden things that we didn't know about, and which is very sad. Because if you hear the name of Kyari, the thing that comes to your mind is super cop. That is what comes to your mind. So even the hush puppy case was bad enough.
When he came on the national, when he came to limelight in the aftermath of the arrest of Evans, I said, here comes the man we've been looking for.
Exactly.
Went to Imo State, and the story was...
There is no way, if you're a crime reporter, you'll be in love with Abba Kyari. That's the point.
He will give you stories.
He will give you stories. He will give you stories, and he will cooperate with you as a journalist. So you can just imagine.
Look at that. He never knew.
He didn't know. He didn't know. But those ones, they are. It's not the only one, really. It's a cartel. It's a cartel.
It is.
It is a cartel. But the thing is this. I watched a video, I think in Thailand, of a police officer that took a bribe.
$6.
And the way that police officer was dealt with, that policeman was derobed publicly. In public. In the presence of, and he was crying. He was crying.
That was the end.
Because he brought shame. So we should not treat Abba Kyari. The police force is bigger than him.
Of course,
So we should not, the Nigerian police should not allow him to rubbish the image of the force. I think we should treat this case, give it the kind of attention it deserves. This is just too bad.
That's it.
This is just too bad.
If police compromise, they will never recover from
from this. Yes.
At this stage?
At this stage, I think it's even too late. But let's just be cautious. I remember on this program, I was telling Mayor that look, this is Nigeria. Let's just let's just take things easy. We never can tell what can happen. And what I was warning him about, a few days later, that's what happened. That was in respect of that boy that was killed, that student. And they said, this time we are sure that justice will be served. Has justice been served now? You know, we had the DPP's report contradicts that of the police. Wow. Has justice been served? So in our country, we really have to be careful. But
anything is possible.
The whole world is watching us. The whole world is watching us. Yeah. If we do not handle this matter well, even some of the countries that used to collaborate with us in terms of smashing crime and all that, they will see us as people that they don't need to take seriously.
And you know, especially coming after Transparency International's last verdict.
Yes,
you know, and
we have to show the world that, look, in our country, this sort of thing will not be tolerated.
Can still come out regardless.
Yeah, we
so
got to
the
do
perception must change.
Yeah.